Good afternoon, everyone. So I think this is the center of Java. So in last lecture, we have just talked about syllabus and other things like how jobs are there. Okay, so we are going to move further, and we are going to start the session. We are going to see Java. I will start from today's lecture. Let me first of all present my screen. So meanwhile, if you have any doubt, you can write down in chat box. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can write
Sir,
down.
your voice is not clear.
Sir, your voice is not coming clear.
Okay, just 1 minute. Can you hear me now? Can you speak now, Joe?
Still, sir, it's the same.
Same. Uh, now is it still? No.
No,
It's
sir.
still the same, sir.
If you can hear me, I will rejoin the meet. If you can hear me, I will rejoin the meet. Yeah, I think now it will be clear. Just write it down chat box whether you are able to hear it properly.
Yes,
We
sir.
can hear, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. So yeah, what I was telling you that in last lecture we have seen just introduction and how this Java is useful and what are some importance of Java. We have seen like job perspectives in industry. If you know Java very well, they are offering job as of now, and yeah, many more things about syllabus. Today we are going to start our session, and in our session, today's session, we are going to start studying Java subject with object oriented concepts. Okay, so let me present my screen. Meanwhile, if you have any doubt, you can write down chat box. So I will keep checking the chat box, and if you're in doubt, I will address it as soon as possible. I see it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here. Yeah. So this is our first chapter, that is Java overview. We are going to see what actually Java is, how it operates, and what are the little bit things inside Java. Okay, so introduction to Java. Okay, so first of all, it's not like there was like suddenly someone had an idea and he wrote the program of Java. Uh, Previously, it was a B language kind of thing, and due to B, it led to C. You see the first line. C evolved to C++ and C++ set the state for Java. So after C++, I think you studied C++, right? So C++, it gave the state for Java. So these are the authors or say developers: James Gosling, Patrick Norton, Chris Rath, Ed Frank, and Mike Sheridan at Sun Microsystem. They have written this Java language. It took 8 months to develop the first working version called Awk in 1994, but it was renamed Java in 1995. First, this language was named as a Awk. Later on, it was renamed as a Java. This was simple history. Okay. Now, what exactly Java is? The Java language specification. So, Java language specification is a technical definition of Java programming language syntax and semantics. Okay. Specification, you see, whenever you buy some machine, let's say TV or washing machine, you will receive some manual, right? Operating manual, how to operate that device. Simple. The way there is specification for this language where all the syntax and variable keywords, how do we do that, is written there in a manual. Okay. Now, API. What is API? API means application program interface. Okay. So the application program interface, also known as a library, contains predefined classes and interfaces for developing Java programs. Anyway, this API, that's just ignore it. Just consider whatever I may say. Java SE, Standard Edition for client-side programming. Java EE, Enterprise Edition, server-side program. Java Micro Edition, ME for mobile devices. These three are different versions. These three are different versions of Java. What we are going to study? We are going to study this Java as a Standard Edition. Okay, for client-side programming. We are going to study this one. These two are there. You see, before the smartphone era, there were mobile phones where games like Java games were there. Even if you see older Nokia phones, there are some games which is based on Java, and it was written in this Java ME Micro Edition. Okay, it was written in Micro Edition. Anyway, we are going to learn specifically Java SE Standard Edition. Okay. So actually in API, what happens? If we are studying this Java SE, we require some libraries, some specific libraries. Okay. So that library, it contains predefined classes and interface for developing Java programs. So there are some classes which is written there. There are some classes, some interface is written there. We don't need to write. We just need to use it. It's written there. It comes in an API. It comes in an application program interface. Okay. Now, what is this keywords? JDK. Okay. So JDK is Java Development Kit. Let's say I want to develop some Java program. I want to develop some Java program. Okay. So I need this JDK. I need this JDK. Okay. Let me show you. Okay. Now you see, this is my operating system. I'm using Ubuntu actually as of now. Okay. I'm using Ubuntu. Now I want to use Java. So Java is not pre-installed. Java is not pre-installed. So what I'm going to do, first I'm going to put some JDK inside my Ubuntu operating system, and then, okay, I think it's not getting, and then I'm going to run my Java programs. Okay, then I'm going to run my Java programs. So let me show you. Okay, terminal is ready here. Yeah, two terminals got open. Anyway, let me exit one. Yeah, I hope everyone can see and listen to me. Okay, exit this one. Okay. Now, first of all, what I need to do, I need to install JDK. I need to install JDK. So for that, what I need to do, I need to search on JDK on internet. Just a minute. Yeah, I need to search on internet regarding JDK that I want to install JDK. Okay. So just somewhat slow this laptop. Okay, here. So I'll be searching download JDK. Okay, there are different versions of JDK. So we know that the more version, that means more updated. Okay, so let's me just search JDK 8. So I can download JDK 8. It's a Java development kit. Okay, there are some libraries are there in JDK. So you just need to download. So if it's Windows, that's right, fine. You just download this exe file, double click on exe file. That's it. You can set up this JDK. So what I mean to say, before we start developing Java, we must implement JDK. We must implement JDK. Okay. So it's a right now my operating system is Ubuntu, so I'll be using uh, this Linux version. Okay, I'll be using Linux version. Yeah, it's right now JDK is there. So how do I check JDK? So I'll be using Java. I will be just writing Java. Let's see what it gives me. Okay, you see, it's shows me something kind of thing. So it says usage is like this. That means Java is installed. It shows me like this. Okay, so let me just write down clear Java version. You see what is the version of my Java? I mean, OpenJDK version, it's 11 point something. OpenJDK environment and OpenJDK server. Okay. So this is my OpenJDK. So before we run this Java program, we require JDK, OpenJDK or a JDK. Okay. There are different versions are there, but you don't need to worry about. You just search on JDK, you will get this kind of things, and you just download and run it. Okay. So everyone got things. I mean, I will be going slow, little bit going slow. If you don't understand even a simple thing, let me know. I'll be showing you each and everything. Okay. Fine. So as I told you, what is JDK? It's a Java development toolkit. JDK consists of a set of separate programs, each invoked from command line for developing, testing Java programs. Okay. In order to run Java programs, we require JDK. Now, what is IDE? IDE is what integrated development environment. Okay. So it is used for developing Java programs quickly, where editing, compiling, building, debugging, online help are integrated in one graphical user interface. Anyway, so how do I write Java program? Simple. The simple question: how do I write Java program? It's simple. Yeah, you can take this notepad. Let me just go to it. Repeat JDK. Okay, Deepak Kumar, what is JDK? You see. Okay, so you see. This is my simple Java program. This is my simple Java program. We'll come to this point, but let me show. This is my simple Java program. In order to run this program, what we require? We require compiler, and Java requires one JVM. Okay, let me here last slide. Okay, here. Let me draw here. I'm not able to change it. Okay, leave it. So yeah, let me again explain you in depth what is JDK. Okay, now okay, this is my computer system. Okay, this is my computer system. Okay, just I'm drawing. This is Stan. Okay, this is my computer system. Now, I want to what I want to do is I want to run Java program. So in order to run Java program, what I require is JVM, Java Virtual Machine. I require JVM. Okay, I require JVM. So the question is, what is JVM? Yeah, wait, hold on. I will explain it to you. Now, how do I put text here? Okay, text. So I require JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So what is JVM? Actually, this is my, let me put here like this. I require JVM. So this is my machine. Inside machine, we have one more software called JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Okay. Inside that, one more software is there known as a JVM, Java Virtual Machine. What it does, that whenever we write Java program, this JVM will execute that Java program. So this JVM, it has to be there. Otherwise, Java program will not run. Simple thing. Okay. Java Virtual Machine, this kind of software has to be there. And how do we put this software? Simple, using JDK. So they've given the JDK as a name, Java Development Kit. You know, it's a kit, like medical kit is there, like some software kit is there, like kind of kit. So inside that kit, there will be JVM and some other libraries which will help us to run Java programs. Okay. So inside JDK, let me write down here. So inside JDK, we'll have this JVM software. Okay. Inside JDK, we'll have this software, simple. Okay. So once we install JDK, we'll have JVM and then we can run our Java programs. Okay. So I hope, Deepak Kumar, are you clear? I hope.
No,
Yes. Yes, you can write down chat box. Yes.
सर
Yes.
लेक्चर की थोड़ा कम रखो ना।
लेक्चर की स्पीड
ऑलरेडी
हाँ
आप
ठीक है
बहुत
ठीक है।
fast बोल रहे हैं।
अच्छा मैं थोड़ा फास्ट बोल रहा होगा, ठीक है
हाँ,
ठीक है ठीक है। तब ये थोड़ा जेडी के समझ में आया?
नहीं सर,
जेडी के अभी भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा है?
नहीं
नहीं, this person Chinidi Nweke. No, JDK is not a ID. It's not a ID. Let me write down here. JDK is not a ID. We have different ID, like you see NetBeans. Can you see my screen? You see ID, here we write programs. It's like code block. This ID is like code block here. Okay, so let me explain you JDK in one more way. So let me expand it to you like this. Okay, let's say this is my system. Okay. Let me remove this one. I'm explaining JDK once again. The same thing, but I'll explain it in different way, okay? Okay, now this is our operating system. This is our operating system. Which operating system we are using? Windows. Okay, Windows 10. We are using Windows 10, okay, operating system. Okay, Windows 10 operating system. Let's say right now I'm using Ubuntu. Okay, don't compare with my some assumption will make. So in operating system, we have different softwares. You see, right now I'm using Word. So we have Office package. Okay, what we have another things. Apart from Office package, what software we have? Browsers. You are using Chrome, I am using Firefox kind of thing. What other softwares requires? Programming language softwares like Python. Okay, Python, we must install Python if we want to use Python. Even if you have not used, let's see. Okay, now in order to use Java, Java is what? It's a programming language. We know you have heard this Java. Okay, so in order to run Java, what we need to do, like Office, browsers, we need to put JDK. Simple, we need to put JDK. Let me copy paste. We need to put JDK. Okay, so JDK is what? It's a one sort of software. Okay, this is one sort of software. Now let me tell you, can you say JDK is type of APK file to run Java programs? Yeah, JDK is a file. We can say file, but it's not a file. We can say package. Okay, it's like a box. Inside box, there are so many things. Kushal Solanki, okay, SHD type AK file to run Java programs. Sort of, but no, it's not correct, Kushal. It's not correct.
Means, sir, I was just comparing like if we have to download APK, we have to just play a game. We have to download first its APK file, means
Yes,
setup,
yes.
and then we can play. So in Java, first we have to download JDK file, and then we can run programs of Java, na?
In desktop, in this operating system, that's fine. But Android architecture is different. You are talking about
Okay.
Android. So in Android also, yeah, APK files are actually Java files only. But Android, it has a different architecture. Due to the different architecture, it directly invokes this class file of Java. So I will explain you what is class file, how it converts class file. Okay. First, let me
Okay.
clear this JDK doubt. Yeah, everyone. So I'll be speaking in English only because there are international students are with us. So I'll be speaking in English only. Okay, everyone. Yeah, even if you don't understand, then let me know. I'll speak in like Hindi. And even further doubts are there, I'll explain to you in Gujarati. Okay. I hope I'm clear. Fine. So what I was telling you, yeah. So these are different softwares we require. Okay. So in order to, I said, in order to run Java program, we require JDK. So what is there in JDK actually? What is there special? So JDK have, let me define like this. Let me explain it here. Control C, Control V.
Sir, yeah.
Ha. Wait. Let me explain. Then we'll have question answer session. Okay. JVM, library files, then different library files, different executable files. Okay, so in JDK, we'll have this kind of things. How do I do that? Okay. Okay, in JDK, we have already JVM is there. Some different library files are there, different executable files are there. Okay. Now, what we are going to do, so once we install JDK, this thing will be installed in my system. So I will show you here. So in I think in Ubuntu I need to search. Okay, for that let me use command where is Java. Okay, I will show you Java command where Java, no, it is where command is not found. Okay, here $Java _ home. Okay, here's my JDK. So this is the path of JDK. Okay, let me open that path for you people. User, this computer, user, then library, JVM. Where is JVM? You see JVM name is there. JVM, you see, and these are the JDKs are there. Okay, for understanding purpose, this is the short thing. Okay, this is a short thing. So actually, this has to be different one. We have a JVM actually. Understanding purpose, I told you that we need to put JDK, but in reality, it's different here. Now this will be clear. So JVM is a one sort of software which is there to execute all these things. Okay, so you see these are the JDK, different JDK. So what is JDK right now? My system is identifying this JDK. Okay, so only one thing that you need to put right now, understand, JDK helps us to execute Java programs. Okay, JDK helps us to execute Java programs. Okay, this is simple thing. Right now, if you do not understand much more, That's fine, because these things are like in depth. If we go, there are a lot of things, but right now only just simple thing. JDK helps us to execute Java programs. Okay. Okay, let's move further, because yeah, we are at the starting stage, so it will take time to understand all these things. Okay, yeah, so we'll be using IDE in order to run our program. So there are NetBeans and Eclipse. There are two IDE. There are so many IDEs are there. Visual Studio Code, then code block. I don't know whether Java, can we execute Java in a code block or not? I'm not sure, but yeah, there are so many IDs are there. We'll be using NetBeans IDE, and this is our NetBeans IDE. Simple. This is our NetBeans IDE. Okay. So how do we install NetBeans IDE? Let me show you to all of you people. Simple search, download NetBeans IDE. You see, there might be some links. On first link, click here. You see, mine is older one, but you can also take this older one and download the first one, Java SE. You see, we have just now seen Java SE. Let me zoom Java SE keyword. You see, in presentation, we have seen this Java SE standard edition. You see, follow my pointer. Java SE is here for client-side programming. Okay. So if you want to do server-side programming, you have Java EE Enterprise Edition. Okay. Now, if you want to require all the things, you can just download this component. But right now, we require only Java SE, this one. Okay. Let me give you that link, so that just store this link, because I think once this session ends, you may not be able to access this link. I mean, link might be not available. So just click on this link. Whatever version you get here, you download it. Okay. And yeah, platform, check the platform. I think you are executing for Windows. I mean, you are downloading for Windows. Okay. Mine is Ubuntu. So just download this 100 MB file, and yeah, just .exe only, install it. It's a good to go software. Anyway. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we'll be using IDE for executing and running all these things. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now,
Hello, sir.
yes.
So what actually is JDK? I didn't quite understood. Like
Yes, Rohan.
of it. Yes, sir.
Okay, let me check figure on net so that I can explain it to you. JDK images. Okay, because images we have not put here. Now, can you see this image? Just say, I mean, unmute and say yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I will explain it to you here only, from here only. There are so many images are here available, but let me explain you one by one. Okay. So JDK is what? JRE plus development tool. Okay. As I told you, there are so many things are in JDK, but right now, as I told you, like you just consider that JDK means Java. I mean, it helps us to run Java program. Okay. But anyway, let's see. JDK is what? It's a JRE plus development tool. Okay, JRE is what? What is the full form of JRE? Java Runtime Environment. So Java Runtime Environment. Okay, so Java Runtime Environment, inside what we have in a Java Runtime Environment, what we have? I mean, we can put lot of things. Okay, so in Java JRE, We have a JVM comes, library classes, development tools. There are so many things related to Java that comes in JRE. So JRE plus development tools, known as a JDK, simple. As well as we can say JRE is what? It's again combination of JVM and library classes. This JVM and library classes. This thing is a JRE plus development tool. Is entire thing known as a JDK. Okay. Now again, let's see another figure. Okay, now this figure will, I think this should clear doubts. Okay, again, let me open this figure also. This figure is here. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is the entire thing is JDK. So whenever some file we are providing to compile. So in JDK, we have compiler, debugger, this Java runtime environment. Runtime environment means what? It provides environment to run our Java program. Okay. So in runtime environment, we have JVM and other libraries. So these things are there. It comes in a JDK. Okay. So without this JDK, we won't be able to run our Java program. Again, this is JDK. You see, JVM Java virtual machine is there. And inside this library and all these things, this is my entire JRE and some other tools we have. This combination is known as a JDK. Combination is known as a JDK. Okay. So for this, you see whenever we provide class files, I mean Java file, how it compiles to this class file, all these things, we'll study later on. Like in this lecture if we get time, or in next lecture. Okay, but now I hope you understood this JDK is a combination of what? This compiler, debugger of Java, it's a JVM and other library. These are the entire package comes in a JDK. Entire package comes in JDK. So in order to work with Java, we need to put JDK. So as I told you, you see these are the JDK versions, different versions is installed in my this Ubuntu system. So and currently my system identifies only one JDK. I mean it can work with only one JDK only at a time. So it works with the OpenJDK 11.0.9.1 version, and it's there here 11. Yeah, OpenJDK here. This one. Sorry. Here, this one. Okay. Now you see these are the see just now I used this command Java C. Okay, let me, you see Java, I've used this command Java C version. Now where is this command Java C, where it is available, where it is written? You see even the answer comes there, Java C is here, Java command is here which I've used. Okay, you see Java C it shows me the version, but where is this keyword? Keyword is written here. The programming of the Java C is written here. Okay. So I hope so my battery is about to die and I have no electricity. May I please close and send you my roll number? In essence, JDK is a package that constitutes other files which instruct the understand Java program. Very good. Yeah, that's the right thing we can say. Adam Abdel Kader, sir, I have only 1% battery, so may I leave? You next time be careful. Like you next time when you come with this all the batteries and all these things. Okay. Anyway, so what I was explaining that you need to download this ID. You need to download this ID to work with. Okay. Let's proceed further. Okay. So there are three OOP principles. There are three OOP principles. Now, what is OOP? As your name, subject name, object-oriented programming. OOP full form is object-oriented programming. And these are the three principles. These are three very, very important principles. We'll see these principles later on. Okay, because I think we are starting only, and if I explain you, this will take around time. Let's move further. Okay, now you see these are the Java buzzwords. Java is what? Simple. It's a secure. Why secure? I will explain it to you. Why secure? You see this figure, that figure, JDK. Images. Okay. Yeah, here. You see in this figure, why it's secure? Because whatever program we run here, it remains in JVM only. It remains in JVM only. I mean, you see some program gets crashed. So inside this JVM, we are running that program. And with our processors and motherboards, who communicates with our processor and RAM? This JVM will communicate with our processors actually. Once again, actually what happens? We run our program inside this JVM, Java Virtual Machine. It's a one sort of machine only, but it's virtual because software. Okay, it's a software. That's why it's a name is given as a JVM. Okay. So inside JVM, we run our Java program. So any bad thing happens, any bad things happen to our program, if it gets crashed, our system won't be affected because it's running inside this virtual machine. If something kind of happens, our virtual machine will be affected. Our virtual machine will be affected here. Okay, not our entire system. So it's a secure one. Okay. So here what happens that let's say you might have run C program and there are some errors like array index out of bound error or kind of thing. So in C, if you just if that program crashes, it will get crashed. I mean, entire ID gets crashed. Okay, you might have noticed. If time permits, then I will show you that C program also. But right now I don't have that kind of setup here. But if you see in C program, if you write, it's not that much secure. I mean, it doesn't run any inside of any software. It directly communicates with our processor and RAM. So what happens that it gets crashed, our entire system gets crashed. Okay, we have to restart our system. But in Java, we don't need to restart our system. So these are the feature. So here in presentation, what it says, you see, these are the buzzwords means what? These are the feature of Java. And remember, I mean, you see these very, very important question. This question may come in your exam. So Java is a simple, secure, portable, object-oriented, robust. Robust means, it's a robust, I mean, execution, I mean, doesn't get crashed that much. Multi-threaded, very, very important. Architecture neutral. Why architecture neutral? Because if you have JVM, see, if you have JVM install in your MacBook or Windows or Linux, same program can run in all three systems. Same program can run in all three systems. Okay. Interpreted, high performance, distributed, dynamic. So these are the features. You must know all about all the features. Okay. Okay, what is bytecode? What is bytecode? So let's see our simple program. Let's see our simple program. So first I will show you the simple program, then we'll see more about this theory part. Okay. Okay. Let me go to this. What is this location of this thing? Just let me check. In GTU, the same program, same subject comes. NetBeans my 20. Okay, let me go to here from here. Okay, what is this directory? Will tell me what's the command to know in which directory we are in? Anyone? Anyone does know how in which directory we are in? How do I know? Any command? Anyway. So the command is pwd.
That was a question.
Present working directory in Ubuntu or Linux, it's a pwd. Okay. So it's a like /home harsh in which we are working. So where is this? Home. This one is home and this one is harsh. So if I right click, open in terminal, You see, it will show me the home or pwd, the same thing. Okay, here only. Now here I'm going to create one Java file. I'm going to create one Java file. How do I create Java file? Simple command prompt. So I'm just showing you how do I create Java program using command prompt. Touch first prog underscore prog dot Java. Now let me check whether this program has been created or not. This one, you see, it's created. Let me double click. Yeah, you see, this program has been created. I mean, the Java file has been created. This is simple Java file. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just writing simple programs and I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it and I'm going to check what other files has been generated. Okay. So how do I execute it? How do I edit it? We can write down like this: public class first. There are so many things. Hang on means have some patience. I will explain each and everything, but let me just explain to you very basic thing. Let me just write down very simple line. System.out.println. So I'm just writing very simple program. Hello world. You see the colors, if you can see colors. Whenever we learn very first time programming language, we usually run hello world program. Okay, this is my simple program. So it will print hello world. It will print hello world where in my console. Okay, you see the symbol change. Java, it's like coffee mug. Anyway. Okay, so once I created the program, how do I check? Cat first prog.java. You see the lines, these are the lines in my program. Okay, now I want to execute my program. For that, first I need to compile my program. How do I compile? Using javac command. Javac first prog.java. Okay, you see there are no errors. It suddenly, I mean, this bar comes and it took time. So it was compiling. Let's see. Do we have compiled version? Yes. You see the class. We have this program. We had this program. From that, we have compiled and we have created this class file. Let me open this class file. Okay. Let me open the class file from here. Cat first prog.class. You see what you see here. This is known as a bytecode. What is this? This is known as a bytecode. Let me write down here, or let me write down chat box. Bytecode, bytecode. Okay, can check the chat. So you see, can you see the first program? Then whatever I will return, hello world, it's written here, but we can understand only. It's a machine readable code. Only machine can understand. It's written in their class file. Okay. So from this simple Java file to the class file. Okay. We have compiled our class file. We have compiled our Java program. It converted into class file. Now what we are going to do? I'm going to execute. How do I execute? With this Java keyword, Java first prog. That's it. I will not put anything. Yeah, hello world. Can you see the output hello world? It's here. Okay. So now we'll go to this presentation and we'll see what is bytecode. What is bytecode? So Java bytecode is the instruction set for Java virtual machine. You see, this bytecode is understandable by virtual machine only, JVM. We cannot understand. You see, it converted into JVM readable code. As soon as Java program is compiled, you see we have compiled our Java program. Java bytecode is generated from in the form of .class file. You see, this is class file. I just tried to see, I tried to sneak peek into this class file and I can see this code. highly optimized set of instruction designed to be executed by Java runtime system. So this code is highly optimized, okay, that JVM can execute, and which is called JVM, runtime system, Java runtime system. The JVM will execute this code, okay. Now, I think this figures, now I think you can understand. So Java, whatever .java file is there, Java compiler will execute it and converts into .class file. We convert it into .class file, and from here, interpreter will read that line by line and execute it. Okay. Java from .java to compiler will convert to class file. It will give this program to interpreter. Interpreter will read those code. Now you see this code, byte code. Now it will read by JVM interpreter. It will read by Java interpreter. Okay. So in Java we have both compiler and interpreter both. Okay. Now interpreter will read this code, highly optimized code one by one, and it will read, okay, the user wants to print hello world, so let's print hello world. So it gives me output like this. You see, this gives interpreter. Okay. Okay. So write C and C++ source code, Windows, text, source, compiler. Okay, that's fine. This figure is fine. Yeah, here in Java. So whatever happens in Java, we have text editor, source code, compiler, converts into byte code, and then byte code with a JVM and with Windows, it runs our program. Okay. And these are the ID. So right now, with what we have just created this program, simple. We have created this program using Notepad file. We have created this program using simple Notepad file. You see, simple text editor of Linux, Ubuntu. Even same process in Windows. Okay. As well as what we can do. We can also use NetBeans IDE, we can use JCreator, we can use Eclipse, but we recommend you to use NetBeans IDE. As I told you, you download the NetBeans IDE so that it's easier to compile, debug, and there are many functionalities are there in IDE. Okay. So I hope you are getting, everyone. Just write down yes or no. I hope you all are getting, understanding what I'm saying. Okay. If any doubt, let me know. I'll try my level best to teach you in understandable level. Okay. So that you can be good in this Java. Fine. Okay. This is the first program we have just now seen. Okay. I mean, you see, there are so many things we need to understand. What is public, what is static, what is void, what is main. We don't know right now. And why these lines only. So yeah, we'll see later on. But right now, we just concentrate on running first program. And you people also try at your home. First, run this program. Execute a simple program. Try at your home. Okay. Install IDE and execute it. Okay, how do we compile? You see, we already compiled and executed. Java C example.java. Yeah, we need to set path. So anyone is facing this kind of problem, like a path is not set, quickly search on net, you will get many help. Okay. And then using this Java keyword and example. Let me execute in IDE also. You see, IDE is already there. This is my program. You see, public class Marvel 21. This kind of program we have made. Here is public static void main hello world. Same thing. How do I execute? Marvel 20. Where is this program? First of all, here. This is the program here. Right click, run. Hello world. I can see the output hello world here. Okay. Very easy. It's easy only. If you do not learn properly, it will be difficult for you people. Okay. So there are two ways. First, using Notepad and using ID. We'll mostly prefer ID because it will help us in a lot many ways. Okay, but if you want to use Notepad, that is again fine. Okay, I think we'll keep up to here, everyone. So any doubt, anything you want to say, you can write down chat box. Okay, I think no doubts. Anyway, if you have doubts and if you want to communicate with me, you can also message me. Okay. Now, anyway, let's conclude our session. So everyone, just listen carefully. First of all, before writing a number, you need to write down your number in chat box in the recorded session, so that later on also I can see and I can mark your present. Whenever you write down your number, you also write down your class, like number underscore TD1 or TD2, whatever class you are in. Okay, so that it will help me to find you people. Okay, and whenever you feel that, sir, I was present, I written my number in chat box, but you mark me absent. So at that time, what you do is you inform me on same day before 10 o'clock. You inform me on same day before 10 o'clock. You don't inform me on next day. If you inform me on next day, I will not be marking your present. Yes, very good. Write down your number with a class name. Dhrutik, you need to write down number with class name. Okay, that is the requirement. No need to write down your name. So whenever we take present, I will keep this open so that you can see who is writing your number. I mean, okay, I think everyone has written their number. Last number is written by Hassan Noman. So if you are not able to, then try again. Fine, let me stop presentation. And let me stop recording also. Thank you everyone. We'll meet next lecture, okay?